Good evening to everyone. Okay, today in this video, I'm gonna talk about something that I should have talked about. I should have made this the second video, okay? But I'm gonna say this again. I'm trying to get used to making videos, being in front of the camera. I'm trying to get my English together, and so I can be as clear as possible, so you can understand, what I'm saying, because I do have like a southern dialect or whatnot, being from the South here. Sometimes it could be hard to understand what people with those southern accents are saying, right? And then sometimes a lot of us use street slang and all types of stuff. I know I do stuff like that, so I apologize. I'm gonna apologize ahead of time, because I'm trying to get used to making videos so that I can give you all the content, that valuable content that you all will need if you decide to drive for Lyft. It's things you're going to need. And I mean, like I said, I'm learning every day. And what I'm learning, I'm going to bring to you when I think it's important. So this video right here should have been my second video. And this is about budget. The money that you're going to need to actually get out here and drive. Yeah, because you're not going to just get out in the car and just go to driving after you get approved. Well, you can, but you can't do it without no money. That first 2 weeks is going to be real tricky. And my reasons for saying that is because the map, once you learn, because it's 3 maps, and once you learn which one of them you like the most, then it's going to be, the next thing is going to be Lyft. Lyft, with their sending you all of these trips all over the place, because you're not going to know. They do this thing where they send trips in your queue. So they will send you a trip, you will complete a trip, and they will throw a trip in your queue. And once they throw that trip in your queue, once you complete the first trip, that trip, you start going to that. That trip might be 30 miles away and 30 minutes away, okay? And I'm going to explain to you what I mean by the 30 miles and 30 minutes away. But you need a budget. You're going to lease, even with a small car. People, talk about these small cars and how they're good on gas. Let me tell you, even with the gas apps, all of the many gas apps that they have out there, you're going to need at least $100 to $150 a week. And that's starting off, okay? Because you have to learn what trips to take and what trips not to take. Now, here's the thing with those trips not to take. You keep canceling a lot of trips, then they're going to send you a warning that they're going to suspend your account. They do all types of stuff to the drivers. Okay, they got these, and like I said, they throw stuff in the queue before you've been given the chance to say, I don't want it. You know what I'm saying? So after you complete one trip, you just go right into the next one. Okay, and then the next one, and then the next one, okay? And you're gonna burn up a lot of gas doing that, okay? So that first 2 weeks is gonna be really, really, really tricky, that first few weeks. So yeah, that first few weeks is gonna be really tricky. So once you figure out that first 2 weeks, you should be getting some kind of a guaranteed bonus or whatever if you stay out there and drive and complete the amount of rides that may be attached to the guarantee. And that'll help you a little bit. But you got to remember, if it's your own car, along with $150, you got to factor in, along with $150 for gas, you have to factor in whether you're going to get a flat tire, you're going to get a nail or whatever. You might have to get that tire plugged. You get tires plugged at the tire places, it's like $20, $25, okay, depending on where you go. To get you a recap tire, it's going to be between $40 and $50, okay, if you don't go and get a brand new tire, which could be a lot more. So, you know, then you have your oil changes. And it's important that you get your oil changed every 3,000 to 5,000 miles, because that's going to keep your vehicle running in the right, running the right way, you know what I'm saying? Because you're going to be driving, you're going to be putting a lot of miles on it. But you're going to need a budget. You're going to need some money to get you going the first couple of weeks. Okay, so a few people may say, well, what about the money that we're already making? Yeah, the money that you're going to make that week. Okay, now, if you're in your car, yeah, you're going to make good money. Depending on where you at. Depending on where you at, you're going to make money. It'll probably just be a little more than your gas, the gas that you spent. Depending on how much gas you spend. You got to eat your lunch, all of that stuff. So the first 2 weeks is going to be kind of tricky. Now, with that rental car and that express program, which I am currently in, oh, Jesus Louise. Now, the good thing about that is that the maintenance is free. Okay? But they're taking all of your money, and you're barely making any money, because whatever your base rate is in your geographical location, meaning if your base rate is 80 cent, 90 cent, 70 cent, in the rental car program, it's going to be minus 20 cent. So that means you're going to lose 20 cent because you're driving the rental car. So let's say if your base rate in your geographical location is 70 cents per mile. Driving the rental car, you're only going to get 50 cents a mile because you're driving the rental car. Now remember, you got to pay $304 a week for that. I mean, well, in my area, it's $304 a week. Your area could be a little bit higher or could be a little bit less. But you got to pay that money to drive the rental car every week. They're going to take that money out of the money that you make first before you can cash out any money. That's in the rental car program. In your car, you can cash out whenever you finish. They're going to take 50 cents from you. You know, it's not enough that they're already taking half or more than half of every trip that you make on a daily basis. Every day that you want to cash out, they're going to charge you 50 cents. You know what I'm saying? So they have a lot of tricks with them. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to be honest with you, none of them benefits the driver whatsoever. And I've been doing this 6 months. And in 6 months, I have 2,375 rides, and I have a 5-star rating. And I have reviews that are impeccable and tells you of the character and the service that I provide. The character of the man that I am and the service that I provide to my customers. They don't care about none of that. With them, it's straight across the board. It's about the buck. And that's why you have to do things to benefit you. Because they're doing things to benefit them, to benefit themselves. They have pulled all responsibility from you by making you independent. Okay, so they are not held accountable for anything. You know, the first time a customer gets mad with you and feel like they want to file a complaint, they're going to deactivate your account for 7 days. That's something that I'm going to talk about in videos to come. Oh boy, I got some goodies for you. Yeah, you know, it's a lot to fathom. It's a lot that you have to endure to be a Lyft driver. I can't talk about Uber yet because I'm not driving for Uber right now. I'm driving for Lyft only because I'm in their rental car program. Well, I'm in the Lyft Express program, which Lyft has partnered with Hertz to provide vehicles to people that qualify that would like to drive, you know. So I'm going to say this again. Okay, Lyft is good depending on what your purpose is for driving it, for driving for Lyft. Okay? You know, you may have some credit card bills that you need to pay off. And you got a car, you know what I'm saying, that meets the requirements. And you got a couple of hours during the week. Okay, Lyft might work for you. You know what I'm saying? Let's say you need a little assistance with child care, right? You know, child care can be very expensive. You got a car to meet the requirements and a few hours a week. You get out there and you drive a couple of hours a week, you know what I'm saying? Supplement your child care so it won't be so hard on you, you know what I'm saying? Lyft can work for you for depending on what your purpose are. But remember this, everybody drives Lyft for their own purpose. Quite naturally, it's money, but everybody has a reason that they need extra money. You know what I'm saying? My advice, don't quit your job. Lyft can also assist you if you're going to school. It's extra income. Lyft can also be beneficial to you if you have a business that you're working on, and things the lack thereof. So yeah, Lyft is good. You know what I'm saying? The purpose of my channel is to give you insight on what actually goes on as a driver. I don't want to blind you with bright lights and numbers and, oh, this is screenshots. Oh, this is what I made this week. I made 2,000. I made 3,000. You know, I commend anybody that makes that kind of money, right? But remember this, everyone's results are going to be absolutely different. And there's a few things to factor in that. One is the cents per mile in your geographical location, as I stated in videos before this. I think maybe my second video, okay? Maybe my first video too as well. The price of gas in your area, and whether they're going to give you bonuses or not. Because the bonuses are very tricky. Once they get that guaranteed money to you, oh, yeah, you belongs to them. You know what I mean? Once you get that guaranteed money, then they're going to start working the hell out of you. So you just got to figure out what your purpose is for driving Lyft. If it's worth it, do you meet the requirements? And, you know, come to my videos because you're going to get the real 100% truth. So help me God. Because I'm doing it every day. I'm driving at least 9 to 12 hours every single day. You know, like I said, I'm not going to be in this rental car too much longer. You know, with the grace of God, I will get me a brand new vehicle. And I have some things lined up. I have some things that, you know, this channel is fresh right now. And like I said, the lighting is not the best. You know, haircuts and all that stuff ain't the best. You know what I mean? You know, my English might not be completely on point, but I will get better because I'm going to continue to drop videos. And I want to give y'all some advice, because if I would have took time to do what I'm about to tell you, I probably wouldn't have, I would have known more about what I was getting myself into. Okay, so you're going to see a lot of people's videos talking about Lyft. Their titles is going to be probably "Don't drive for Lyft," or "Lyft sucks," "Lyft treats the customers this way." It's going to be all types of titles. That's going to be people voicing their opinion about their experiences with Lyft. Remember this. Don't overlook them people. Because I done that. By looking at, I'm not going to call names, I'm not going to call a name or names of the videos that I was looking at, whether people were talking about they make $2,000 a week, $3,000 a week. I'm not going to call those people names, because those guys have some, you know, some pretty good channels. And the purpose of my channel is not to, my channel is not to bash nobody else's channel. My channel is to give you what they're not giving you. And to build a community of people that want to help one another move forward. Because see, Lyft and Uber is not the be-all, You know what I'm saying? Now, it's sad that we have to add extra stuff in order to come out financially decent. Because, and the reason why I'm saying this is because as drivers of Uber, Lyft, or Uber, we're supposed to be partners with them in their business. Of course, they had investors, this, that, and the third. Okay, but think about this. Without the drivers, what do they have? And in the climate that we're in now, you got a lot of people that are forced to drive under bad circumstances. Okay? You got people that got to keep that rental car paid, like myself. You got people that have to have somewhere to lay their head at every night. They need money to pay hotel bills. They have to feed their children. People got all various reasons for why they're doing what they're doing, why they're driving Lyft. A lot of people cannot strike for that reason. It's not that they don't want to. They can't. You know what I'm saying? But no one is becoming millionaires but Lyft and Uber. A driver is not becoming a millionaire from driving only for Lyft or Uber, or for both. He might make $150,000 a year, maybe right at $2, but listen, You're going to drive 12 hours a day, because that's all they allow you to drive before they kick you off the app. 7 days a week, you have no life. Who wants that? So when you see these channels talking about they're making $2 grand, $3 grand a week, this, that, and the third, they're driving 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. You have no life. Driving that long is strenuous on anybody. Okay? Why should we have to work that hard in order to acquire $2 grand a week, maybe $250, $200, $2,500 a week? You know, my opinion is about this whole business structure of Lyft being the middleman and the driver, you know, being the workhorse. Lyft is not doing nothing. They have a computer running everything. And drivers out here burning up gas and causing a lot of damage to their cars and the rental cars and everything, just to make maybe $180 to $200 a day, maybe $250. You get lucky sometime and make $300, $350, you know what I'm saying? But it won't be every day, you know what I'm saying? It's got to be a better way. And as we grow, I'm going to find it. Right now, I'm going to continue to drive for Lyft in this express program, because I'm going to learn. And every time I see something, I'm going to bring it to you all so I can give you the value that you need that I didn't get in the beginning, you know. And it was my fault. So, you know, if you decide to drive, you can revert back to my videos, because I'm going to tell you exactly how to deal with everything if I have an answer for it. I'm not an expert. I don't have I have one. I think I got one subscriber as of now, and a few views, but that's all right. We're gonna grow together, and I'm gonna keep dropping these videos. And hey, you never know what might happen. God works in mysterious ways. So until I see you all again, keep your head up. And let's be positive as best as we can about what we have gotten ourselves into in this rideshare community. And let's just get this bread, baby. I'll see you.